dun, bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 bum, bum. Boom! Hello and welcome, everybody, to tonight's fantastic, lovely dinosaur action. This is not the reanimation dinos that I was using last night, but I do think there is some fantastic potential. As always, usually for me, this is Arena, Explore, basically Pioneer. The list, as always, in the description, and pretty much as always, dinos. I'm always playing the primer. If you're wondering about this crazy list, if you happen to be new, I know most of you watching right now, later on, or listening, you know the deal. A couple tweaks tonight, nothing too crazy, but expedition map. That's the name of the game. That thing is staying in. We'll get into exactly why that is, but it's pretty straightforward. As this plan goes, specific lands, Sunken and Castle Garenbrig, you only need a few lands to efficiently make that big amount of mana. 2 Sunkens plus a castle. That means you get 6 for a creature getting to activate its ability. So effectively it's like both Sunkens tap for 2, which they do, and then you could consider Castle Garenbrig tapping for 2. Let's say you only have 1 Sunken. Expedition map. Whenever you use it, more often than not, you're not grabbing 1 land. In a sense, you're grabbing 2, because the land you grab will tap for 2 mana, which is absolutely amazing. A land being the most resilient thing, the most resilient way to get there. Lovely. If you already have a castle, expedition map to grab the Sunken, and you're off to the races. But also, it's nice to get this down. Get down the thing earlier. That's going to get you the land, and you don't have to worry so much about hand hate. It was Topiary Stomper, which I think, well, these are very, very different cards, but this is the spot it's taken up. Topiary Stomper, of course, it only ever gets 1 land, 1 basic land. That's alright. This always gets a land that technically taps for 2, or just completely unlocks the potential if it is a Castle Garenbrig right there. Is it better than Sylvan Scrying? It's hard to say. Sometimes expedition map, it honestly could be. Maybe I have a forest and a Castle Garenbrig in my hand. Picture this. And I also have a Sylvan Scrying. I can't cast that until turn 2. But the opponent will have hand hate that gets rid of Sylvan on their turn 1. I go first, and instead I have an expedition map. Forest plus expedition map, it's down. My way to get the Sunken on turn 2 is not going to be discarded by that Thoughtseize. Then I play Castle Garenbrig, turn 2, tap expedition map, grab the Sunken as I normally would have done. And then also just combining Sylvan and expedition map. Extra ways to get the lands I need, and in a lot of cases that could preserve Archdruid's charm to instead grab Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Sometimes it is a little bit rough. I have an absolutely stacked hand. If only I could see Ghalta, the opponent's dead. Absolutely. With so much haste and lovely big bodies for sure. How's it going? Yeah, I guess I forgot to say hello, and hopefully all you guys are doing well. Hopefully work went well. Hopefully you're staying warm. It's been snowing quite a bit where I am. My goodness. Glad you can catch me live for sure. Otherwise, everything's going very nice. I think the most interesting part, other than expedition map tonight, charting a new course to many more wins. The sideboard, a lot of graveyard stuff. For tonight, at least, maybe a few days, we'll jam Keen-Eyed Curator. 2 green for a 3/3. Has the ability to pay 1 and exile a card from a graveyard. So that's instant speed, which could be very good. And instant speed over different turns, Greasefang specifically. They can fill the graveyard pretty easily, refill it. So being able to continue to attack it is going to be quite nice indeed. Very, very nice. And also other reanimation strategies if we happen to face it. I'm going to like the Curator, but it's also pretty nice. If I played on turn 4 with the Castle Garenbrig, I could play this for 2, and I still have 4 left over that I could sink into the Curator's ability and devastate an opponent quite nicely. Of course, we could completely exile somebody's graveyard for cheaper or all in one go, but I may not want to do that. And again, with those graveyard strategies, they put stuff into the graveyard at different times. There's a chance they could recover and completely explode and drop Ruthless Aggression on me instead. And this thing could get pretty darn big. That's for sure. I'm quite excited. Very excited. Coglia Darov, basically it's in there for the artifact enchantment destruction, mostly for the artifacts. The darn Damping Sphere stopping my lands from tapping for multiple mana. It's rough stuff indeed. And Boseiju Who Endures. That's an extra way to get rid of some stuff if I absolutely need to. If I want to with Sylvan Scrying. Could grab Boseiju or Expedition Map if I need that artifact or non-land permanence. Artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. If I absolutely need that. Now I have 8 things that could grab the destruction. Get me out of a sticky situation. Grab the Boseiju for the end of the opponent's turn, taking out the Damping Sphere, and poof, all of a sudden I get to unload with Ghalta. And it could be the direction I go, which it kind of is. Utility lands, 1-ofs, 2-ofs that really put the pain to particular opponents. I got Pit of Offerings for the Greasefang matchup or anything else. Instant speed, Archdruid's Charm, boom. We search for Pit of Offerings, it enters, and I get to exile 3 things, likely from the opponent's graveyard. It could be 3 Arclight Phoenixes, 2 big things, you name it, you get the idea. So that is also quite exciting as well. Or if I just want to search for it, boom, Expedition Map, search for Pit of Offerings, play it, exile a couple things, and we're off to the races. They can't counter or do anything like that to stop my graveyard exile because it is a land, which is quite exciting. Otherwise, I think everything is basically the same, other than those couple lands right there. So, oh my god. Oh. Pardon me, let's get right into it. Maybe I need some more coffee. I'm drinking Crush, Pink Crush, cream soda. Good stuff. They should make cream soda 0 sugar. They seem to make everything 0 sugar nowadays. But this is not going to be a pretty sweet matchup. I don't think it is. The darn Quintorius Canned Disco. This is bitter. Leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. 1 land to no lands is not going to quite cut it. That's even worse. Picture, I've got Commune, I've got Expedition Map, Sylvan Scrying, and Archdruid's Charm. We haven't seen any of those yet, I don't think. Maybe there was in those first couple hands, but okay, well, it's going to have to be it. Returning 3 cards. It's not terrible. I've returned 4 cards at one point. We keep everything that isn't a creature, basically the most stable potential opening right there. And we could honestly recover. It is quite exciting. Yeah, we'll get Expedition Map. Has to happen at some point. Another Castle Garenbrig. I like it. And we'll see what they do to Expedition Map. I hope it's not a leyline, but okay, good. I was getting a little bit scared there. But we'll definitely pop that Expedition Map for sure. It's pretty sweet. Next turn I do make 6. Decent recovery. Eventually I'll be able to make 7, possibly 8. But I have to figure Commune with Dinosaurs is going to grab something nice next turn. Thoughtseize, I bet. They got a couple sources of black. Oh, well, folks, this is getting interesting. I mean, we can't kill him next turn, but, well, almost. Almost. Oh, boy. Huh. I mean, next turn I make 7. Do I want to search for... We'll see. We'll see. That's pretty cool. I mulled to 4, and we are recovering very, very nicely. And I think that's probably the biggest thing. Just believing in the deck. Mulligan pretty aggressively. If you only have a few, those few things could get you to 6, 7, 8 combined. You might not have any creatures left like I did. I put a bunch to the bottom, but... Well, now it's looking good. Hopefully it's not a thought. Oh, maybe it'll be a Thoughtseize. Okay, there we go. What do we want to search? We'll search for Ghalta. I say we search for Ghalta. I like a Ghalta. Let's set up for destruction. Death and destruction. That is very nice stuff. Next turn we will be able to play it. There's probably going to be a Leyline Binding somewhere in the mixture. If there's not, of course that would be good. I have to assume Leyline Binding. Now would it have been better to just grab Tyrranax Rex? Potentially. They see the Ghalta, but they may want to wait for the Vaultborn. It's hard to say. That was a pretty fantastic play on their part. I like the... Oh, I don't. Well, Vaultborn Tyrant is getting exiled. Sadly, they're making 4 mana. They had a land enter and then another land, and that's how she goes. They have 5 now. Vanishing Verse, never seen that before. At the very least, they are pretty much tapped out. Mostly tapped out. A little bit rough with this. Don't exactly need those expedition maps, but we'll certainly pop it right away. I'm not playing Ghalta because you know it's going to get exiled or temporarily exiled with whatchamacallit. Cavern of Souls, no, Flood City. Leyline Binding. It's on the tip of my tongue. Come on, creature, any creature. Let's go. Or you just lose Ghalta, potentially to a Thoughtseize as well. Okay, not too bad. We're certainly not dead this turn. They do have the potential to bring to light eventually here. Nahiri the Harbinger. I have seen a little bit with Bring to Light. Is it super scary? I don't think so. Once they get to the ultimate, search your library for an artifact or creature, put it into the battlefield, shuffle. Oh, more lands. I guess we'll go with Stomping Ground. We'll pop Expedition Map just because at this point we're thinning the deck. You might think I have 24 lands. You might think I should have 24 lands with such a high mana curve, but no. They could also have a counterspell as well. It may have been better to grab that Cavern of Souls, but again, it may not have mattered in this moment. Would have to be something absolutely good next turn, which I don't think is going to happen. Nothing we could draw is really going to save us. I'm mostly interested to see if we draw another land, which would be absolutely terrible. They must be holding on to a Leyline Binding. I'll concede next turn anyways. I mean, technically we did get something, but not enough. Next time we'll get him. It was a good recovery. It was just, I guess, too good of a recovery. However, do I want some enchantment destruction? I think we could do that. If they get a lot of up the beanstalks, that really is pretty painful for their explosive potential. Trim the expedition map. Now. Yeah, back to nature. Hitting even 2 up the beanstalks early on would be absolutely devastating to the opponent. Stop them from drawing who knows how much, 6, 8 cards down the line. That'd be a very nice thing. This hand, though, is very nice. Absolutely. Basically perfect. Nice that I don't have to mulligan a couple times. All right. Got to be commercial district. It always enters the battlefield tapped. Another Archdruid's Charm. I like that as well. Get the expedition map down just because we have Archdruids on top and I have my third land. I could have gone with Commune, but I don't need to. Sylvan Scrying is not too much trouble. Yeah, we'll definitely pop the expedition map. For a second there I thought I'd go Castle Garenbrig. I'd get the Sunken onto the battlefield with Archdruids, but I like this better. We reach 7 mana next turn anyways. And we still have those 2 Archdruids, which could be... It could just mean the end of the opponent. I have a Palani and Regisaur Alpha. Depending how untapped they are, they might just die. Oh, we got... Folks, we got her. We got her. Like a Vaultborn Tyrant. Now, cross your fingers, cross your claws. If they have a counter spell, maybe they would. I don't know. We're grabbing Cavern of Souls. We're going to see. Either they win next turn, or they have some hand hate, or they go Unmoored Ego, naming Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Or maybe Vaultborn. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Just go bring to light, get Tybalt. Yeah. Dead. That's dead. I think. Even if I don't draw another Dino next turn, but there is a pretty good chance of that happening. Oh my, super duper dead. They only have 1 white. Of course, it could be a Leyline Binding, but still, this is it's a lot of life, a lot of cards. Everybody still attacks, which is what I'm getting at. I would assume Niv Mizzet has to block one of the big things. Yeah, that's still a ton of damage. I could see Leyline Binding happening on Ghalta. It's gotta be. Otherwise, maybe they would just concede right now. Okay, I like the looks of this. Tends to do the trick. Alright. We'll stick with it. However, going into game 3 and the opponent having seen what I'm going to do, I have to worry a little bit about Unmoored Ego. 1, a blue and a green, or a blue and a black. They name a card and they look through my hand and library and graveyard and they exile everything with that name. If they choose Castle Garenbrig, we're mostly dead. We could recover, maybe, but oftentimes they've named Ghalta. I don't have a Castle Garenbrig out. If they named Castle Garenbrig, I would lose all copies of it. I try to get one on the battlefield as early as possible just to avoid that, but there has been instances where no castle was out yet. If they named Castle, they would win, but they don't. But then I just drop a Tyrranax Rex because they've named Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. And, well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it's not Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. That's never fun. Could work. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's definitely better. 3 chances to get the third more than 3 chances. Commune is going to dig for exactly what we need. Do I like Back to Nature to the bottom? You know what? I'm going to send send Palani's to the bottom. I think Back to Nature could get us out of a sticky situation. leyline binding and all that painful stuff. Just have to hope they don't counter Commune here. Okay, that's good. Sylvan carried it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh my... Folks. Commune with Dinosaurs is the all-star. The all-star of all-stars. Oh, they're naming Castle Garenbrig. Real. I jinx myself. With Unmoored Ego. All I have to do is lay Line of Sanctity and they can't Unmoored Ego because they can't target me, which is... They did it. Are you kidding me? Why would you do that? Don't do that. That's the absolute wrong thing to be choosing. I mean, I hope we win. It's still going to be problematic, but they did exactly what I said. If you name Castle, I don't win. They didn't name Castle. They saw what I did. Name a land. You can name anything. Yeah. Choose a card name. There it is. Pretty simple. Now next turn I get to play Carnage Tyrant at least, but it could be a Tyrranax Rex. If they name Castle, I wouldn't be doing that. Oh, might as well play another one. A boom. Oops is right. I think they're going to start to realize the goof that they just did. We'll get rid of that up the beanstalk for sure. Don't think they're going to play another one. They know I have that back to nature. I'm not going to play a Regisaur Alpha next turn. Can tell you that much. Oh, okay. I'll go with the back to nature to take out Fable and a beanstalk. But I also kind of want to get rid of Niv Mizzet. We'll get rid of Niv Mizzet with Archdruids plus a back to nature. That feels quite a bit better. Yeah, I like that. Boom. Big flying thing just gone, out of the way. Back to nature. Boom. Nice aggression. I think we're in a pretty good position. Maelstrom Pulse. That does nothing. There's nothing to target. The best they can do is a sweeper. That targets everybody. Sunfall. Whoa. Whoa was right. I think that clip is warranted. I know I play it a fair bit, but that was pretty cool. I told you guys exactly the mistake that opponents make with Unmoored Ego. It's basically, like I said, what the opponent would mess up on, how they would mess up, and they did that exact mistake in the very next game. That was pretty sweet. Okay. Literally. If they named Castle, I would have lost. Without question. I don't know. People they don't take a second to read. You would think after I crushed them in game 2, they'd be scratching their head. They might take a pause and think, hey, how did this person do what they did? What should I do to stop them? Oh, they got some weird lands I've never seen. Let me think. Hey, what's this Castle Garenbrig? Oh, they're making a big amount of mana. They can't make a big amount of mana if I use my Unmoored Ego on Castle Garenbrig. That should stop them. Huh, that's what I'm going to name. No. And then, hey, they dropped Ghalta. Ooh, okay. Ghalta is pretty intimidating. It's understandable to, excuse me, be a little bit flustered. Have that as your focusing thing. But that hand should be good. We got 3 lands, one of them being that Pit of Offerings. Get a little bit of exile going on, potentially. I'm going to use Commune just in case they got maybe some hand hate. I don't think that's going to happen. We've got maybe another 5-color pile. Flash. Something flash. Another Commune is fine. I have to imagine that Commune coming up here. We're probably going to see a Sunken Citadel in these top 5 that are underneath. Oh, what? This is weird. Simic, blue and green. A Simic flash, I think. Strange. Castle, okay. Huh. Huh. Very interesting indeed. I bet they can. Oh, no counter. Okay, so we'll grab another castle. Might as well. I don't know what they're planning. I bet we'll see a Sunken at some point. Sylvan Scrying for Simic mid-range. Oh, there is the Sunken from the opponent. Very, very interesting. Would be nice if I had a Carnage Tyrant next turn. Now, what are they dropping? Something for 7. Possibly. Somebody big. Huh. It's cool to see other people making use of this. Also nice to see all of the Storm Giants as well. Which Sunken Citadel, the extra mana for that could be used for all of the Storm Giants to activate it efficiently. Okay, Simic Deserts, whatchamacallit. I think they're going to counter this Sylvan Scrying. I would be surprised if they didn't. Huh. Okay. We'll play Sunken next turn, potentially make 8. And just potentially kill him. I like it. Maybe they don't have any counter spells, or they're waiting to counter the thing that I play, which, if I choose to go Tyrranax Rex, they just can't do that. Koma. Whew. That's pretty nice. But they're pretty dead.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
I make big mana too, buddy. You're more than dead. You're 100% dead. I want to do a big thing. I'm the Castle Garenbrig player now. Watch out. Okay. Beseiju who endures. I say we do it. Pit of Offerings we certainly don't need. So trim 1 copy of that. Pretty straightforward right there. If I don't need a pit whatsoever, might as well trim 1 for a Beseiju, which could be very important against this opponent. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Watch out. Again, that's a very big creature, but if you're making all that mana, might as well go with Ghalta instead. I never would have expected that kind of a deck. Okay. Azale. At least we know they probably don't have much in the way of counter spells. I don't think. I like that hand. Beseiju to take out the Castle Garenbrig. We got a Sylvan Scrying, which is going to grab the lovely, lovely castle. decent bit of ramp from the opponent, and the mana dorks that they have, that could be our downfall. Possibly. I like the Regisaur Alpha just because we may need haste, may need to attack with everybody. The turn that Ghalta drops a bunch of stuff. Insidious Fungus, that is good. That is good. We're going to keep the Boseiju there just in case if I continue to draw lands for the turn. I probably have to use Boseiju coming up pretty soon though. Okay, Dream Dew and Trancer. That's not too bad. Insidious Fungus, huh? Strange that they would target the Gilded Goose. Okay. Would have hoped for another Sylvan Scrying or potentially an Expedition map at this point. Archdruid's Charm next turn would be pretty decent. Boseiju plus Archdruids might get the job done. Okay, well, strap yourselves in. This might be almost it. I think they'll use up some of their mana. Basically, I'm still a little bit worried about counter spells. Well, they're popping that fungus. Okay, now's the time. Where's that sunken? Right, we just have to draw a land that enters untapped next turn, and we could maybe get them. Or they could use their own Boseiju on our castle. They must have a castle. Do they not have a castle? Huh. It's pretty straightforward. You just play castle and you play the big thing. Oh boy. Oh, they do have their own Boseiju. Okay. You do what you gotta do. Or maybe they're just scared. Maybe they can only do one of two things. I think they're gonna get rid of castle. Or, no, they wouldn't be Damping Sphere. It would hurt their own game plan. Oh, they don't have any more lands. I assume they're going to draw at least one with the Dream Dew and Trancer there. Land on tap, kill them, land on tap, land on... Oh, it's a land on tap. They are dead. Done. Cooked. Cooked.
You have no power here.
Gotcha. Oh, this is the best of the best. Toe-to-toe with an explosive Castle Garenbrig Sunken Citadel deck. Yes, please. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be pretty hard to top that match. Right into the next one. Interesting stuff tonight. Probably a Rakdos Demons. I would be surprised if I didn't face at least one Rakdos Demons tonight. Yeah. That'd be strange. Or a deck with a ton of Thoughtseizes. Maybe I somehow dodge all kinds of black or partially black based decks. No hand hate whatsoever. Perfect. That's the keeper of keepers. Can't really get much better. I hope to go off with a Sylvan or an Archdruids, but another Yorion type deck. 5-color Bring to Light. Usually Yorion, I think, is the most common or most commonly found. Yes, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. But mostly in those 5-color Bring to Light decks. Maybe they'll drop a Sylvan Caryatid on turn 2. Huh, they don't have a Sylvan Caryatid. Interesting. It is a little bit rough that I couldn't go Sylvan Scrying on turn 2, but didn't really matter too much. 4 color overlords. Well, technically 5 color. I think we should be in a pretty good position. We could just use Archdruid's Charm to get Ghalta, which is probably what we're going to do. I do need a forest type land. I absolutely needed another Sunken. A Pit of Offerings always enters tapped, and Castle Garenbrig. So this could get a little out of control. Back to Nature should... Oh boy. Well, well, well. I know what I'm grabbing. Okay, strap yourselves in, folks. We grab Ghalta. Yeah, Ghalta. Almost didn't grab Ghalta, my goodness. Okay, okay. I hope they don't have Thoughtseize or something. I don't think they have any counter spells. Maybe they would. They were tapped out, so take the chance. Now, it could have been better to just wait until the end of their turn. Would imagine they have Leyline Binding, which is going to be coming in hot. Oh, okay. Put it in your hand. Do it. One more big thing, maybe. Oh, we got another Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh, as long. Don't have a counterspell. Don't have a counterspell. Don't do it. Oh, they don't. Love it. You do you. Do what you gotta do. We don't get to attack with anybody, but they might just quit. Completely refill my hand. Maybe I get another Ghalta for next turn, plus a couple T-Rexes. Palani's, Regisaur. Maybe they have some sort of sweeper next. Oh, there's the Ghalta. Oh, creature. Get a creature. Expedite. Oh, 3 expedite. Oh, ugh. Ah.
Dang! Oh,
Oh, that's not... That makes me sick to my stomach. Okay. We'll get rid of all the expedition maps. I drew all 4 expedition maps with that batch of Vaultborn draws. Not a pretty sight. But they did Vanishing Verse, so... Yeah, they don't have a sweeper. They bounce the Overlords. They return to the battlefield as creatures, though. So, that's a little problematic. We'll just exile one of them, and I think we should be able to punch through a good chunk of damage. Do I want to play Ghalta? Yeah, maybe. Does it make sense to play Ghalta? Let's send everybody and see what they do. I can just go with both Archdruids and then take out 2 big things. This should be good. I think we should still kill him. Would they have a Leyline Binding with that 1 everywhere land? I don't think so. I bet not. Alright, strap yourselves in. This is going to be fun. Oh boy. Alright, get that one gone. Good stuff, good stuff. Poof. Maybe that's it. All the damage continues on towards the opponent. Yes. Oh. Beautiful. Lovely. And we took him down in the first game. So, you know the standard practice. Do you face off against an enchantment deck? You bring in Back to Nature. And for the moment, Expedition map, trim 3 copies of that to make room for the 3 copies of Back to Nature, and we should be good. Maybe it could be Kogla and Yadaro. Taking out 1 enchantment is, well, it could help. Could help, but 1 Back to Nature, pretty good. Solar Updraft, hopefully all is well with you. Better with you than the opponents tonight so far. A Stomping, an Expedition map. Lovely, beautiful stuff. Mad Dad Lab, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes, I got some fantastic stomps already. This hand could stomp 1 land, but I have 3 other things that are going to get me a land. Sylvan would grab a Sunken or a Castle if a Commune has not grabbed it yet. It had to happen at least once tonight. I'm doing something next turn. If it was just 1 Commune, it would be rough. I would have gotten rid of the 1 Commune that I had. I wouldn't be able to go with it on my turn 1. Oh. All right. Oh, that's the best. The best. Thoughtseize to get rid of Ghalta to get a Ghalta. Man. Yeah. Sylvan Scrying. Use Sylvan Scrying. It only ever grabs a specific land. We have at least our first Sunken. Commune next turn to try and get the second one, hopefully. Oh boy. They don't have counter spells. I want more haste just because of Leyline Binding and all their removal. Make the Ghalta turn more stable. Eventually I will get to 7 with the lands I have, so now I'll eventually get to 8. Do I want to play Vaultborn Tyrant next turn? I might if they're tapped out. Okay, we're playing something. Darn. Yeah, surprised I play all 4 copies. They must have some hit. I bet they'll do something to Vaultborn, but I think there's a chance they might not. Good, they don't. Very, very nice. They had a black and white or leyline bind. Still no leyline binding. Play a triumph and then reduce it to 1. Oh, 3. 3 thought, what is going on here?
No.
I've beat 3 before. They've basically dead at this point. Simply play Palani's Hatcher, take him down to 1. You can quit now. Anytime. Anytime at all. Just do it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what you get. The good old triple Thoughtseize. It's bad, but I don't know. It's a fine line. Sometimes it just completely eviscerates you, which is rough, but let's picture, again, I have 1 Sylvan and 1 Expedition map in my hand. The opponent has 1 Thoughtseize. They cannot stop me from getting a castle or a Sunken, whichever one I need. If I had a Topiary Stomper and a Sylvan Scrying instead, as it was for quite some time, they would get rid of the Sylvan, and I would potentially never see that Castle Garenbrig because Topiary only grabs a basic and puts it on the battlefield. So the pairing of that, very, very good. And oftentimes, Topiary needing 7 lands, I don't get to that too often. It is a creature though, a creature with 4 power, so the odd time it does trigger Vaultborn Tyrant whenever it enters while Vaultborn is out, but I don't think that point is worth much. That point shouldn't really factor in. It's not like Topiary Stomper entering with a Vaultborn out is going to be the deciding factor in pretty much any case. Maybe the odd time, but more often than not you would rather grab a specific land with Expedition map, I think. Anon, mono red. We're probably mono dead, I bet. Yeah. right. Gotta be mono red. We would be mono dead if we kept that hand. Huh. That is good. And I'm still working on the Gandalf clip where he's a fool of a took. Like that opponent who unmoored Ego and they named Ghalta when they should have named the Castle Garenbrig. They should have done it. I'll write that down on my little paper there. I love Robin Williams. Anything he said, just fantastic. T-Rex. T-Rex Stoutfire. That should be enough. But that is absolutely a beautiful hand. Yeah, Sylvan Scrying. Okay. Again, if it's mono red, it doesn't really matter. Oh. Lotus Fields. Maybe. Maybe. No, it could be Phoenix. Yeah, might be Phoenix. Artist Talent is in Lotus Field as well. I don't know, this is going to be maybe painful. Regisaur Alpha though, lovely, another Carnage Tyrant. Oh, Pit of Offerings, that could be good. Of course, I do expect a counterspell. I hope it's no counterspell. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, they don't counter. We got the third Sunken. We have the 3 sources of green. Let's hope it's not, let's hope it's Phoenix. Honestly, it's hard to tell. The starts from Izzet Phoenix and Izzet Lotus Field could be pretty similar. Yep, it's Phoenix. Okay, we're good. We're good. Wow. Oh shoot, folks, they're on track to deal 3 damage to me this turn. Oh no. Hopefully it's no profs. Yeah, folks, they might be dealing 3 damage to me. Oh shoot, that's a rough clock. Oh no. Still one Phoenix. Yeah. A treasure cruise. Oh, they might be dealing 6 damage to me this turn. Oh shoot, I'm never gonna survive this. Don't discard another Phoenix. Don't do it. Oops. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to make this happen. It's 3 damage. But the Pit of Offering actually is coming in quite handy indeed. I see we just Archdruid's Charm. Search for hopefully a cavern. Oh, they got the spell. Oh, they don't have the spell pierce. Folks, what is going on? Name of Dino. Pit of Offerings. Take out a couple of things. They have to kill me next turn. Bing, bang, boom. They have to kill me next turn. Yeah, 3/2 flyer with haste. Oh, shoot. What a clock. They have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. They got 6 turns to kill me. I don't think I can survive 6 turns. I'll tell you that much. 6 turns is pretty darn fast. No one can survive 6 more turns. Whew. I mean, it's less now with the Ledger Shredder, but you get what I'm saying. Profs could be bad. Play profs. Do it. Play profs. And guarantee that you lose next turn. Yeah, no. Scary stuff. Huh. Fire Impulse to get another. Oh, shoot. Oh, they're gonna. We're about to. Oh. They were dead before. They're 100% extra dead. I just drew the thing that absolutely locked it up. A second Ghalta, stacked the Vaultborn triggers, smoked. Smoked.
You won! You did it!
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
It was another sunken. Peace. Ooh. 2-4. What are you thinking about? You're thinking you should be playing dinos, aren't you? I love it. They were flabbergasted. They're wondering what is going on here. Like the Simpsons clip. Okay. Do I want Weathered Runestone? That's more for Greasefang. This is not a scary thing that comes out of the graveyard. Greasefang is much scarier. Greasefang, pretty much the only way they do their thing is getting the vehicle out. They don't have very scary creatures. They don't usually have flying creatures otherwise. But Keen-Eyed Curator, let's try it. Maybe. I'll keep it out. Yeah, okay. Keep it like that. I would hate to play Keen-Eyed Curator on turn 3 instead of an Archdruid's Charm. I have one left over. I exile one Phoenix. And that's all it does. And then they recover. They put more Phoenixes in the graveyard the next turn. And we die. Where I could have potentially cast Archdruid's Charm on turn 3. Is that a risky hand? Is it too risky? You know what? We won game 1. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. But definitely, shutting off Phoenix would be good. However, sometimes, like it goes, Phoenix feels pretty good already. Feels like I don't need too much. Of course, things are going a little bit downhill right now. 2 Ledger Shredders could be problematic. Oh, those. That's embarrassing. Big time embarrassing. Yeah, like to have fun. Try it out. Maybe we can recover. It would be extra fantastic if we beat them here. Oh yeah, no, that's probably gonna do it. Next turn we're hit for... Yeah, no, that's not happening. Okay, well, keep it like that. Keep it like that. It doesn't seem like their game plan changed too much. In game 2 and 3, they expect the graveyard hate that I would bring in, but then they do Young Pyromancer, the creatures that make an elemental when you cast a non-creature spell or an instant or a sorcery, I believe, in the case of Young Pyromancer. Yeah. Love it. Beautiful. 100%. We just have to hope they don't have a Spell Pierce for the Sylvan Scrying, because that could be basically perfect. With the other Castle Garenbrig on top, it mostly is, I would think. That's okay. If you Spell Pierce it, you Spell Pierce it. We still get a Sunken. Do what you gotta do. If I didn't have the other castle, knowing that I would get to Archdruid's level of mana, I'd feel better. Oh, okay. You know what, I'll still go with a Commune. See if I draw out another Spell Pierce. I don't think it's going to happen. We got a Sunken, folks. We got a Sunken. Their chances have sunken. I just have to find another one, and I make 8. And I got a Vaultborn and a Palani's Hatcher. Commune with Dinosaurs for the win. They haven't played any creatures yet. They don't have a Phoenix in the graveyard. We got time to do stuff. Will they get one here? Oh, we might be hit for 6 next turn. This is not a pretty sight whatsoever. All right, grab another Sunken, and we see what they do. I'm gonna flex, play the other castle. Do they have a counterspell in their hands? going to hit me for 6. Hit me for 9. Hit me for 12. They got 2 Phoenixes. We're about to be hit for 9. Oh, shoot. Shoot. This is rough stuff. We could be hit for 12. Whew, man. They have to leave at least one or red or blue up to either bounce or kill Palani's Hatcher. But we do recover with the life gain from Vaultborn Tyrant. You spend it, you're dead. Spend it and you die. I think they have to because they did the Picklock Prankster. If they spend it, I'm pretty sure they're dead. Maybe they haven't played a land this turn. It's hard to say. That's pretty cool. It's a lot of creatures. Good stuff. Good stuff. But it's a good game. A little bit too slow there, bud. Shucks. There we go. See? You don't always need the graveyard hate. Phoenix, one of the graveyard decks, feels good often enough. I do my thing. I don't care about their thing. As long as I do my thing, they die. But Greasefang, I think, is maybe the scarier graveyard deck. Yeah. Yes. All right. Okay. We'll leave it there for tonight. I do have a couple things to take care of. I got to clean the bathroom, clean a couple things. There's a showing for our house tomorrow. We're trying to sell our house, move into a bigger one because my wife and I are expecting our third. I hope to have 4, which that's quite a bit in this day and age. But yeah, some cleaning. I'm going to organize my tools. I was just happy to present a pretty darn fantastic case tonight for dinos here, and a little bit early. I mean, some of you might be joining now-ish, being more familiar with me kind of starting around now, or even later, but I would like to keep it consistent, but again, give my mom a chance to get into the spare room here and maybe get a good night's sleep on the spare bed. That's always nice too. Yeah. All right. We'll leave it there for now. If you just kind of joined, well, you got a lot of fantastic Dino's destruction previously. And keep on trucking. Take a big bite out of that like button. If you have any questions, as always, join the Discord, the link tree, all that good stuff in the description, the primer. A lot of lovely things. Okay. All right. Get some rest. Sleep well, wherever it is, whenever it is. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.
It's a rescue operation and it's leaving right now.